Dear students, hello and welcome to my class. This is Laban Sharkar. I think you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear students, today I am here to conduct the class on chapter 7, and I think you know all the name of the chapter is the organs of Bangladesh government and the administration. So dear students, before the start of our today's class, I would like to show some pictures to you. So this is the first picture. Basically, this is the pictures of the office of our honorable prime minister. And this is the second picture. And in the world, this is the pictures of our parliament. And this is the third pictures. I think in the world, this is the pictures of our Supreme Court. So dear students, can you tell something about these pictures? Yes, I think you can. Basically, these are the organs of government. Yes, students, we have come in the main point of our today's class. Basically, today I am here to conduct this class on the organs of government of Bangladesh. Okay. So, dear students, before the start of the main part of our today's class, I would like to show our today's learning outcome. After the class, you will be able to define government. Then you will be able to describe about the functions of the executive branch of government. Then you will be able to describe about the functions of legislative branch of government. And at last you will be able to describe about the functions of the judiciary branch of government. So dear students, let's get started of our today's class. At first, I am going to discuss about government. Basically, government is an institution or a group of people which runs the state according to constitution for a certain period of time. Again, I am going to tell you the definition of government. Basically, government is an institution or a group of people which runs the state according to constitution for a certain period of time. Now, I am going to show the definition of government on screen. This is the definition of government. Okay, and this definition is highly realistic definition of government, and you can write this definition in your answer script. Definitely you will get very good marks in your examination. So dear students, now I am going to show the organs of government. Basically, there are three organs of government. First one is executive branch, the next one is legislative branch, and third and last one is judiciary branch. So dear students, today I am going to discuss the functions all of these three organs of government. Okay. First of all, I am going to discuss about the functions of the executive branch. First point is run the state. To run the state according to the constitution is one of the functions of the executive branch. You know, all Bangladesh is a parliamentary form of government. Here, our prime minister and her minister and her government are highly responsible to run the state according to constitution. Okay, so this is one of the functions of the executive branch to run the state. Next point is control the administration. So dear students, at first you have to understand what is called administration. Basically, administration is the way to do all the official works in legal ways. Okay, and in a world to run the state is a very difficult task. Among the three organs of the government, only the executive branch is responsible to control the administration to run the state smoothly. So this is one of the functions of executive branch. Next function is ensure the law and order. So dear students, at first you have to understand what is called the law and order. Basically, law and order means government will run the state according to laws, according to constitution, and government will make ensure the security of the people of the country. Okay, so to ensure the law and order is one of the functions of executive branch. Next point is appoint other officials. Okay, this is the duty. This is the duty of the government to appoint officials in administration to run the state smoothly. And among the three organs of the government, the executive branch is responsible to appoint officials in administration to run the state smoothly. So this is one of the functions of executive branch. So dear students, next point is establish good relationship with other countries. So dear students, we are living in a global world. Here, a country can never be developed without the assistance, without the help of other countries. Okay, so this is the duty. This is the function of the executive branch to make very good relationship with other countries for the proper development of the country. Next point is use military power. Dear students, among the three organs of government, only can the executive branch can use the military power if the situation demands. So this is one of the functions of executive branch. Next point is run the development project. To run the development project is one of the functions of the executive branch. Okay, and here among the three organs of the government, only the executive branch should run the development project for the development of the country. So this is one of the functions of executive branch. Next point is ensure the maximum public welfare. So dear students, at first you have to understand what is called public welfare. Public welfare, that means government will do everything for the development of the common people, for the development of the country. Okay, and this is called the public welfare. So to ensure the maximum public welfare is one of the functions of executive branch. Next topic is implement law passed by the legislative branch. Basically, this is the most important activity, function of the executive branch to implement laws which are passed by the legislative branch. So, dear students, that's all about the functions of executive branch, and this topic is highly important for creative question. Dear students, now I am going to discuss about the functions of legislative branch. First of all, make the laws for the people. Basically, to make the laws on the basis of constitution for the welfare of the common people is one of the functions of the legislative branch. Okay, next function is amend the constitution. Dear students, here at first you have to understand what is called constitution, then you have to understand what is called the amendment of the constitution. Basically, constitution is the supreme law of a state. Okay, and constitution is like the mirror by which we can know the relationship between the common people and the government. Okay, so what is called amendment of the constitution? Amendment of the constitution means any change of constitution, and among the three organs of government, only legislative branch can amend the constitution, and this is one of the functions of legislative branch. Next point is control the executive. Dear students, Bangladesh is a parliamentary form of government. Here we can see the parliament members can ask different questions to the prime ministers and other ministers about their activities. Thus, the legislative branch can control the executive. So this is one of the functions of legislative branch. Next point is judicial activities. The legislative branch has some judicial activities in terms of the impeachment of president, in terms of the impeachment of chief justice. The legislative branch will take decision. Next point is ensure the accountability of the government. Okay. So dear students, at first you have to understand what is called the accountability of the government. Basically, accountability of the government means government will be answerable to its citizens. In our parliament, the prime minister and other ministers have to face different type of questions from other parliament members. Thus, the accountability of the government is ensured by the legislative branch. So this is one of the functions of legislative branch. Next point is supplying information regarding government activities. By the discussions of the parliament members in parliament, we can know different types of information regarding the activities of our government. Thus, the legislative branch works as a supplier of information regarding government activities. So, this is one of the functions of legislative branch. Next function is impeach of the judges. Okay, in terms of the impeachment of chief justice, the legislative branch will take decision. So this is one of the functions of legislative branch. Next point is create public awareness by the activities, by the discussions of the parliament members in parliament. The common people becomes our about the politics. Okay, so this is one of the functions of legislative branch. Next point is provide political education, and the legislative branch or the parliament works as a center of political educations of the common people. Okay, and next function is represent the common people. Basically, the legislative branch consists of the representatives of the common people. So to represent the common people is one of the functions of legislative branch. So dear students, that's all about the functions of legislative branch, and this topic is highly important for query question. So dear students, now I am going to discuss about the functions of judiciary branch. First of all, protect the constitutions. Among the three organs of government like legislative branch, executive branch, judiciary branch, only the judiciary branch is responsible to protect the constitutions from any illegal interference of constitution. So this is one of the functions of judiciary branch. Next function is describe the constitutions. Okay, basically if any question arises regarding constitutions, then the judiciary branch will give its explanation, and this is one of the functions of judiciary. Next point is work as a guardian of both legislative and executive branch. Basically, judiciary branch works as a guardian of the of the executive branch and the judiciary branch. Okay, so this is executive branch and legislative branch. Okay, so this is one of the functions of judiciary branch. So dear students, now I'm going to discuss about the next function of judiciary branch, that is protect the human rights of people. So at first you have to understand what is called human rights. Basically, human rights are some internationally recognized rights which man gets by birth. Okay, here the color, sex, religion, country will not be counted. As a human being, I will get some internationally recognized rights, and these are called the human rights. So to protect the human rights of the people is one of the functions of judiciary branch of our government. Next point is protect the fundamental rights of people. So dear students, at first you have to understand what is called the fundamental rights. Basically, fundamental rights are some constitutionally recognized rights, and you know, in our constitution there are 153 articles and 11 verses. Among the 11 verses, the first three has described about the fundamental rights of the people of our country, and to protect the fundamental rights of the people is one of the functions of judiciary branch. Next point is settle the dispute between two institutions. If any dispute between two institutions like the executive branch and the legislative branch arises, that time judiciary branch will settle the dispute mutually. Okay, according to constitution. So these are the functions of the judiciary branch, and this topic is highly important for creative question. So dear students, now I am going to start the new part of our today's class. Here I am going to ask some questions to you, and you have to give the you will try to give the right answers of these questions, though I will give the right answers of these questions. So my first question is, what is government? Basically, government is an institution or a group of people which runs the state according to the constitution for a certain period of time. So this is the definition of government. Number two, how many organs are there in a government? Basically, there are three organs of government. On is executive branch, another is legislative branch, and last on is judiciary branch. Next question is, who is the head of the executive branch? Basically, our prime minister is the head of the executive branch. And next question is, which organ of government protects the constitution? Basically, the judiciary branch is responsible to protect the constitution. So this is the answer of this question. And last question is, which organ of government enact law? Definitely, the legislative branch is responsible to enact law. Okay, so that's all about the evaluation part. So dear students, now I am going to give some homeworks to you. You have to write the function of the executive branch of government, then you have to write the functions of the legislative branch of government, and you have to submit the answers of these two questions to your respective teacher after the open year scope. Dear students, if you want to watch my more video classes, you have to subscribe my YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Laban Vijay's Tutorial. Okay. So dear students, that's all about our today's class. Thank you very much for being with me. Next time, see you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz.